Hello, everybody, and welcome back to match 2 of tonight's Collegiate Corestrike League stream. We're bringing you Stockton Esports versus Ole Miss Esports, the Ospreys versus the Land Sharks. We're looking for a very close match tonight. Jumper, I'm glad to have you on the cast alongside me. Can you introduce to us Ole Miss Esports?
Yeah,
what can we expect to see from them?
Glad to be here, first time casting. Ole Miss, great team, love those guys. Today we are seeing Alonzo135, Yachty, and Clear Love, which I believe is going to be a great roster for them today.
Yeah, what kind of picks should we expect to come from them?
Great question. I believe Yachty plays a lot of Era with some Estelle as a backup, really solid midfielder overall for the team. Alonzo has some Kai and Luna goalie, and he is going to be in the goalie position today, as well as some Now and Dubu. He's a very flexible player, got the versatility stat up for sure. And lastly, Clear Love, I think tied for their highest rank, around there, is going to be a Rasmus and Vice forward.
Yeah. Okay, very, very nice. And I know that these two teams happen to be very closely matched on the ELO front, at the very least. We have an international man of mystery tonight from the side of Stockton with that one guy. No Corestrike data on that one guy, so it's a complete mystery. All bets are off as to what that one guy could be bringing to the table tonight. But we have Acorn, a Vice, presumably midfield player, but also prevalent on the Zentaro. And then Garbanzo will be bringing in the Atlas and Asher goalie heat. As far as map picks are concerned, we're looking at Tycho Temple, picked by Ole Miss for map 1, and for map 2, Night Market from Stockton. And then the third agreed upon map mutually was Oni Village. So very wide range of maps. I'm sure we can expect to see a good array of games tonight, especially with these two teams being as closely matched as they are. I'm excited to see how it plays out.
For sure, it's going to be a good one here, Clifford.
So, other than that, I'm sure that we'll get into the match here in just a few moments. Yeah. I'm curious, what kind of picks do you think we're going to see come out specifically for Tycho? I wouldn't be surprised if Garbanzo attempts to pull out the Asher goalie. Really nasty play on Tycho, but I also wouldn't be surprised if we get a response from Ole Miss with a ban on that character. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, certainly. I think if Ole Miss did their due diligence and saw that they were playing the Asher goalie ahead of time, that would be a super smart ban given the state of Asher right now and Omega Strikers. Odyssey confirming that the secondary right click into strike or something? Secondary into strike?
Yeah, secondary strike.
Secondary into strike, reducing the cooldown on the strike a ton, is confirmed a feature and not a bug. Definitely makes Asher a scarier goalie.
Yeah. Well, and her newly fixed primary, right? Her primary is an absolute menace to deal with. We'll have to see if they bring it up right here.
Yep, certainly.
Tycho Temple.
Heck yeah. Excited for this one. I don't think I've seen Tycho at all. At least in my time.
Really?
Nobody's picked it, yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's certainly a very chaotic map. I wouldn't be surprised if we get some fun kill comps coming out.
Okay, we're hearing that it's a monumentalist and built different start, which definitely favors the Juno that we're seeing here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, size is always a nice thing that you want to see on this map as well, with the lanes being so narrow. Being able to cover just a little bit more of that lane allows you to be a much bigger threat in the midfield, which it's very difficult to control the midfield on this map. Certainly. We're seeing, Garbanzo hovering that Asher goalie right there.
There it
is.
And
Asher coming out on the side of Ole Miss as well. I wonder who's playing that.
Yeah, we'll see. Double Juno, interesting.
Yeah, this is fascinating. They're both going for double midfielder comps on this map. Certainly unconventional. Or never mind, that's Clear Love on the Asher. Asher forward.
Nice.
As we kick off this .1 of Ole Miss versus Stockton. Right off the bat, a KO! Immediately, Acorn manages to secure a KO onto Clear Love. And they are suddenly on a power play, Acorn attempting to make a pocket push right here with the Juno down bottom. Beautiful Vice ult attempting to secure another KO onto Yachty right there, as Yachty is suddenly staggered in the midfield. Certainly a dangerous position to be in on Tycho Temple. Alonso attempting to supply their team a little bit of support with those now secondaries. Core floats back for a moment. A little bit of pressure coming out from Ole Miss, but Garbanzo holding strong with the Asher primary, and the first barrier falls for Stockton.
You see the gems coming into play here a lot for the midfielders.
Yeah, certainly. They're getting a lot of mobility out there. And core flips are starting to come online here as Acorn and Alonso both get their first. And barriers are down for Ole Miss Esports. Acorn pushing up, looking to use the core flip, passing all the way down to the Juno, but Alonso intercepts, catching the core flip off of the Juno. A clean pass will send it almost to the net, but a swift defense from Alonso will prevent it from going in. Acorn suddenly staggered in the midfield. Clear Love going in for the offense, and Alonso teleporting up to give some midfield support. And suddenly, Ole Miss are back in the game.
Yep, it's looking like a pretty close game here. They can find this barrier from Ole Miss. Oh,
Fantastic core flip there from Garbanzo. Once again, giving a little bit of a defensive break and some offensive pressure. And a fantastic ice ult and defense from Garbanzo. Alonso still managing to hold it down on defense here, but now both barriers are down. It is open goals for both Stockton and Ole Miss as we head into overtime, but a KO from the Juno! Yachty manages to core flip it in!
Oh my god.
Fantastic play there from Ole Miss. Wonderful. Their barriers fell so quickly, but they were just able to hold it out until overtime gave them their victory. Very well played there, Ole Miss.
Oh my god, the aggressive play. Ole Miss is already in there. Can we get a second goal?
Yeah, we're immediately seeing a strong power play as Clear Love is right on the front lines, but gets KO'd by Acorn. That Vice ult is a doozy for sure. Power play coming out for Stockton now.
Can they convert? Ooh, the now right click. It's a drum angle! What a play from, I believe that's that one guy.
Oh, interesting hesitation on the core flip there from Acorn, as now they're attempting to push this barrier once again, but Alonso holds strong and even gets a kill with the core flip. And suddenly Ole Miss, the tempo is switching so fast between these two teams. That's a double KO!
Surely they convert.
We get beautiful passing plays down here, and a stun onto Garbanzo will secure a second goal for Ole Miss Esports, looking quite strong in this first set.
Some amazing aggressive plays from Ole Miss, getting kill after kill to secure that goal.
Yeah, I haven't even been catching how it is that they're managing to secure these, except for that that Asher knockout right there at the end.
Yeah.
Acorn managing to stagger once again, but Alonso is doing a wonderful job of healing up their teammates, keeping Ole Miss in the running right here. As that aggressive... Oh my gosh!
Now
the
kill is
KOs! I mean, now is a heavy damage dealing character, but Alonso is just showing off right now with some beautiful precision just how dangerous she really can be. Garbanzo's core flip comes online. Oh, a little bit of lag there. But as Stockton looks to make yet another play here, hopefully get their first point of this set on the board.
Oh, that was so calculated to hit into the drum, but it didn't convert.
Almost managed to grab that with the Vice ult. Garbanzo forced to use core flip on defense as some beautiful midfield ping pong from Acorn manages to keep the pressure up for just a second, but Clear Love will manage to push through and secure the last barrier of Stockton's. Now Yachty and Clear Love making some beautiful passing plays, and the Asher primary mix-up will secure the first set for Ole Miss Esports.
It was amazing. What a way to find space right in between the goalie and midfield.
Yeah, certainly. I always love seeing that mix-up come out. It's always so exciting when an Asher doesn't have to get up in the goalie's face to do something cool with the ball, right?
Yeah. Ooh, heavy impact from Now. Do you know what Now abilities have impacts?
It's Now secondary. It's a great ability on her, in addition to being a deny for Acorn on the Vice.
Of course. Makes so much sense.
Yeah. fantastic pickup there. Dash Awakening's coming out for both Junos as well. Spark's being skipped over, which is interesting with the current Spark meta. I know that they were just nerfed yesterday with the micro patch, but they're still a very formidable form of scaling. We get this kickoff into the second set. How do you think that the Awakening picks that we just saw are going to play out right here, Jumper?
It's a great question. I think it slightly favors Ole Miss, with the heavy impact deny plus buffing now is already broken secondary. Obviously, both Juno's getting the mobility awakening serves for a pretty even pick, but I think Aerial's is slightly better because it gives the projectile for the right click.
Yeah.
And then Clearlove getting the stagger swagger. He's been taking so much damage this game. Now he's just full HP all the time. They can't do anything to him.
Yeah, in addition to that, now healing, right? There is so much healing on the side of Ole Miss that even though Stockton is putting out all sorts of damage, it just doesn't stay on the table for long enough, does it? Yeah. That being said, Core Flip coming online for Acorn, even though they are at low stagger here, and not able to clear it as Ole Miss continues to put up the pressure. Alonso sending a Core Flip back up to the front, keeping the defense strong as this Juno attempts to put the core on the barrier, but just can't find it. Garbanzo and Acorn trying to do some passing plays on defense in an effort to get the core around. They managed to find it, back up on offense again, but the damage from Clearlove is just keeping Acorn on the ropes. They keep having to walk back on defense. Yachty continuing to ping pong right here, but getting staggered in the process. It'll be a matter of time before Stockton is able to find that barrier, and a clutch core flip from Garbanzo manages to keep Stockton in the game right here. Yachty looking low on health in front of that Tycho barrier as both teams now have open barriers. We move into overtime. Beautiful jumps from Yachty. It's the second one of those that we've seen.
True. That's my goat.
Fantastic stuff.
Dude, I think Juno Jump is one of the most unpredictable abilities in the game, at least when I'm playing. You can never read it.
So fast, isn't it?
Yeah. The ability to strike throughout the entire animation, it's crazy.
Very difficult to react to. You get the slime left behind, and on top of that, the strike in the middle is just... that is the chef's kiss on top. Alonso is doing a fantastic bit of coverage right now. Manages to stave off a very strong offense and get it back up to Clearlove and Yachty, who are once again just having that formidable offense. Acorn manages to give them a brief break, winning several strike wars in the midfield to get it up to offense, but it's only a matter of time before Yachty and Clearlove, who've just been showing some real offensive prowess right here, are able to get it back on. What do you think that Stockton's in-game is here? We see an unfortunate goal slip in there from the demon angle from Clearlove. Yeah. What kind of in-game can you see for Stockton here? How are they going to pull this around? Because it is still anybody's game right now. It's just tipped a little bit in the favor of Ole Miss.
It certainly is, Glowcoat. I believe with their double midfield comp, they just need to find a way to get the barriers. Like, they have the pressure, they have the ball control for a good amount of time, but they just can't take advantage of Alonso's now goalie. Like, the pick is here to help with sustain and counteract the damage being provided from Acorn's Vice and that one guy's Juno, but they still can't score despite now's sort of weak goalie pressure.
Yeah, we typically don't see now being a defensive stronghold, but Alonso is able to keep the core at bay pretty effectively. That being said, the barrier does fall right there, and Acorn very cleanly intercepts the core flip right there, and suddenly Stockton are putting up quite the offense right here. We get core flip online for Acorn as that one guy attempting to make a pass, but it gets intercepted by Clearlove. Yachty, just a menace to society with these blobs. Incredible play there.
It's hard to play around it when you're someone who's just so aware of how to play Juno.
Yeah, well, and the most fascinating part about it to me is that usually the philosophy when you have an Asher midfield is, if I can get it to Asher, we win, right? Mm-hmm. Yachty is just as comfortable scoring themselves, right? Yachty will put the core in the net, no problems. Mm-hmm. Very, very interesting. Talk to me about these drafts here.
Yeah, this is interesting for me. Now going for the quick strike over like Castellas. I'm pretty sure now the secondary is insane for buffs, debuffs, and creations, as well as the Juno going for extra special over a timeless creator or Castellas herself even. It's interesting. It definitely has value, don't get me wrong, but I feel like
Yeah. No, what were you gonna say? Go ahead.
I was gonna say I just feel like from those picks that Stockton came out on top a little bit.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I think that the fight or flight pickup from Acorn is just huge. I mean, you were talking about them needing to have just a little bit more influence, right? To get up in Alonso's face and apply just that bit of extra pressure. I think that between fight or flight and that one guy's blobs sticking around a little bit longer because of Timeless Creator, they can expect to see a big buff here at the Taiko drums going absolutely insane. And we are seeing that play through right now.
My mix-up.
The offensive pressure just comes through for Stockton as they're able to form a great series of passing plays off of that power play and put in, I believe, is that their first goal of the game? Or have they had another one?
They may have had one before, but not last set, that's for sure.
Yeah, it certainly hasn't been many. It's good to see them putting out this beautiful offense. Once again, the barriers very swiftly fall for Ole Miss Esports, and Stockton are back on the prowl. These land sharks are suddenly losing their land legs. They're looking like fish out of water right now.
Very true. That one guy saw Yachty making the Juno plays and said, I can do that too, scoring the last goal. Can he do it again here? Oh, and now secondary is too strong.
Yeah, denied by the now. Yachty and Clearlove kind of out of the play right now. Acorn, that one guy looking to finally put the core in the goal. It's only 10 seconds to overtime right here, and if they make it, those Juno blobs are about to go absolutely berserk.
Certainly.
We're looking at another staggered Clearlove. They've been taking so much damage, even though they have Stagger Swagger and the now healing. They are just not catching a break this set at all whatsoever. Yachty with some fantastically timed Juno jumps. It doesn't get cleaner than that, does it?
It's not. That one guy falling behind in levels a bit here. It's going to be hard for him to keep up on just the pure stats alone.
Yeah, I mean, if they keep up the offense that they have these past couple points, though, I can see a world where that one guy has levels aplenty. Garbanzo losing the first barrier there for Stockton as Acorn flips behind their own lines. Yachty attempting to jump down and catch the core, and Acorn finds the double. Wonderful double. Core flip coming out from Yachty, but a clean strike from Garbanzo will ensure that that is not a threat. Alonso sending it back down to Clearlove. The offense is going just back and forth, switching so quickly as neither team can seem to secure a real offensive push. That being said, though, Clearlove and Yachty managed to get the core flip out from Garbanzo. Now far behind enemy lines, but that one guy, you said it, Jumper. That one guy has been looking at Yachty and saying, you know what, I can do that too. Just replicated one of those beautiful Juno jumps for us. And Stockton are back in the game right now. They're up 2-1 in this third set of this fantastic game and already claiming barriers. It doesn't get more exciting than this. A reverse sweep could be on the horizon here for Stockton Esports, even after the prowess that we saw Ole Miss put up in those first two sets.
Yeah, I can see it happening.
Alonso manages to grab core flip. Barrier advantage still in the favor of Stockton as the core makes its way down to that one guy. Misses the Juno jump, and the core flip comes out from Alonso. But that one guy catches the stray core, puts it in, and suddenly, without warning, Stockton Esports are bringing it back. Acorn claiming MVP for that set with all the fantastic damage and KOs that they were putting out.
They're back in the game, and Acorn has a lot of damage options here. You can go 1-2, Specialized, Unstoppable, Prime, Hotshot. There's so many good options. Opts with the 1-2, allowing all of his abilities to hit harder if he hits them within 2.5 seconds. Very useful awakening.
The main Juno gross awakenings get taken by Acorn and Garbanzo, so neither Juno getting particularly incredible awakenings. though Yachty having prime time could prove to be a bigger issue than I'm anticipating as we move into this fourth set. Acorn already immediately staggered, and suddenly we're looking at Ole Miss bringing back some of their offensive prowess. Clearlove up in the face of Garbanzo, forced to use the Asher ult there. Core flip about to come online for Clearlove, but they don't even need it.
It's just so perfect with these Juno jumps, time and time again. He'll be there.
Yachty, one hop Yachty.
Yeah.
That nickname probably won't catch on, but I'll pretend like it does.
Nah, I like it. Actually,
Look, beautiful stacking right there to win the 2v1 strike war from that one guy in Acorn. That being said, Ole Miss back in the pocket. Yachty managing to catch that barrier.
Oh no!
Oh, unfortunate Juno jump there, punished by Alonzo with the now secondary. That Vice ult is going to hurt Clearlove, but not that much. That Spark of Rezil is coming in handy. They are playing to stay alive.
Billion HP on Clearlove here. Cannot see him getting staggered at all.
Yeah, then again, Acorn has proved us wrong time and time again. We
true.
keep saying Clearlove is not going to die, and then Acorn manages to sneak something out. Very strong offense here from Ole Miss. The core flip coming out from Acorn, responded with by Alonzo. Suddenly there's no evades on the board, except for Yachty. And that one guy. I guess it's just the Junos. We have a few evades. Man, but Ole Miss just can't seem to find the same incredible tempo that they had in those first two sets. Stockton is putting up such a fight right now. The core just goes back and forth in overtime. Yachty looking to push that top corner, but doesn't even need it. Goes for the cheeky jump and ends up grabbing the final barrier. And suddenly Stockton are without barriers. A perfectly timed strike from Garbanzo will ensure that Yachty cannot secure the goal right there, as Acorn attempting to strike war all of these disgusting Juno blobs. The Clearlove having to retreat back to midfield because of the offensive pressure, but it's fine. Yachty is just there to put it in. And suddenly we are on match point for Ole Miss Esports.
Yep, Ole Miss just seems to have a lock on this game. Yachty doesn't even need to make the jump play. He just throws out a slime and it scores for him.
Yeah, I have never seen Yachty before, and I am incredibly impressed with the way that they're playing right now.
Yeah.
Here is the Ole Miss offense that we saw those first two sets.
You know,
immediately taking the two barriers. And Alonzo climbing all the way up to midfield and just ping-ponging it until it works.
Yep, Clearlove closes it out, and Ole Miss wins the first map, 3-1.
Flashing that Land Shark logo. Well played, everybody. That was a fantastic match. Now, even though we saw Ole Miss dominate for most of that game, that third set there, Stockton showed us that they can bring the heat. Just because we saw Ole Miss take game one, I have no bets as to what direction this next game is going, especially with us heading to Night Market right here. We're playing another laned map, another map that focuses very much on midfield presence and the ability to get an offensive push going.
Yep, and we'll see on Night Market. I believe Era is a very common pick, and Yachty being an Era main himself, if they don't ban that out again, they're going to be in trouble over at Stockton.
That's right, yeah. I mean, I could see, especially Era ult being a very, very big threat on the map. And I would say that Era Asher is a very good comp if Clearlove whips out the Asher forward once again.
Certainly.
I'll be interested to see if Stockton decides to stick with the double midfield or if they switch it up for this set.
Yeah, it's a great question. I feel like that one guy, Juno, did have his moments. Like the one set that they won, that one guy got all 3 goals for Stockton there. They just need to have a little bit more offensive pressure. If they get the ball to that one guy, they're going to get the barriers and they're going to score over for Stockton. But can they do that is the question.
Certainly. And you called it. Era is something to be scared of on this map as we see Stockton throw out the Era ban there. Ole Miss couldn't seem to agree on what they wanted to ban. The Acorn Zentaro is going to come out this go round. So we are going to see a more traditional midfield to forward presence here. Let's hope that Acorn doesn't get screwed over too bad by the Zentaro bug here. That is always unfortunate. I hate dashing through the stupid walls on this map only for my character to end up nowhere near where I was aiming.
It is annoying. I actually just played Zentaro for the first time in my CCO match earlier today, and it was on Night Market, and I got caught quite a lot of times with that jump bug.
It's the worst feeling in the world. Here we are, jumping into set 1 of game 2. Right off the bat, we have the Slimes from Yachty forming a absolutely disgusting offensive push for Ole Miss Esports. Red Core coming out as a result of the double team player pickup from this squad. The team player start is going to make it quite a fast-paced game, especially when we head over into overtime. I'm also interested to see Acorn picking up the siphoning wand here in the first few, or in the gear pickups. So maybe we can expect to see some brawling come out for the side of Stockton this go round. Clear Love trying to make their way down the field, pushing the pocket here. Yachty choosing to stack behind them, but it gets punished by Garbanzo making the out clear. Alonzo suddenly having to make the defensive plays themselves, with Clear Love making it clean through, and the core is just back and forth. I can't even say that either side is forming an offensive push, because both of them are just absolutely ricocheting it back and forth. But the team player from Yachty will secure the final barrier for the side of Ole Miss Esports. Acorn, though, managing to grab a power play here by KOing Clear Love, and suddenly, with all 3 members of Stockton getting their core flips online, this is a very dangerous situation for Ole Miss here. Acorn, Zentaro passive comes out. Alonzo tries to clear it, but he gets caught by that one guy's Juno blob. And suddenly, we have Stockton Esports claiming the first point of match 2.
And they're up here on flips. They have 2 flips ready for this set. Oh, he uses it right off the bat.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I haven't seen somebody insta-flip off kickoff in quite some time. But I can't judge it too hard. Immediately grabbed a barrier, and Clear Love is once again staggered. Acorn looking for yet another KO. But Clear Love manages to snag a barrier, plays their life, manages to avoid the Zentaro secondary, and they are still running strong. For now, at least. They're still alive! Still dodging the abilities.
Garbanzo focused him there and just forgot about the goal barrier. Oh, he misses the dash.
Let's see if Ole Miss can punish here. Fantastic defense from Garbanzo there. But Clear Love is once again on the prowl, looking to get it back up. Yachty upfield. The Asher ult comes out, but it slips by. The worst feeling. What are these shields for?
Yeah.
They're not blocking anything. Suddenly we are 1-1 in set 2. Clear Love once again going for the ping pongs up on the top wall, but an unfortunate angle will grab an own barrier to the side of Ole Miss. Core flip dribble for Yachty as the million strikes of a Juno manages to grab the first barrier for the side of Ole Miss.
Alonzo dropping the heart on his ult, perfectly timing against Acorn's core flip.
Oh man, Clear Love is looking worse for wear though. It's if this Zentaro is allowed to scale, we could see quite a few deaths this match for the side of Ole Miss. Yachty passing down to Clear Love. Little bit of triple goalieing there from the side of Stockton, manages to get it out. But Clear Love playing the midfield, attempting to stay alive for now. And it appears that they managed to avoid all of the abilities for the time being.
Oh, he's
not for the Juno! The slime will put him in the grave. It is overtime now, and everything is a red core with team player and 2 Junos on the map. Absolutely disgusting. Alonso attempting to get it down to Clear Love, but Garbanzo will send out the path splitter there to ensure that that's not a problem. Acorn bringing up the midfield, interestingly, still playing more of the midfield role as that one guy continues to play up forward. That Juno scorer pick is unconventional, but they appear to be making it work. Oh, that could have been incredibly bad. It's fine, though. Stockton manages to keep it out of their net. Clear Love staggered once again, but the power plays coming out from Stockton don't appear to be doing much. Here comes another one, though. The core is flying faster than anyone can even process. Both barriers down for the side of Stockton all of a sudden, or Stockton manages to grab both the barriers. Alonso with a clutch save there.
Oh, can he get the angle?
Very, very close dribble. Battle of the Junos right here. There's the Zentaro bug. Oh, I'm sorry, Acorn. That's unfortunate, but Yachty with another fantastic angle.
If he gets through that, they might score for Stockton.
Yeah, legitimately. The Zentaro bug, I mean, the whole point of that dash was to catch the core there. And it gave an offense there to Ole Miss, which they took advantage of fantastically. There's a very I can't decide which way this match is going right now, because the Stockton appears to have such good brawling pressure coming out from Acorn, with the kill confirms coming from that one guy. But they keep getting these power plays together, and then the core just manages to slip by. And Yachty has just been so fantastic at getting it through Garbanzo. We're seeing a little bit of rotation here now from Acorn and that one guy, switching the positions that they've been holding for most of the game, letting Acorn take more of that brawler role.
Yep, I think
that should be a unfortunate missed KO there for Yachty. But the demon angle!
Wow. What a strike from Garbanzo.
I believe this is the second time that these teams have brought us to a 2-2 set in this series. Very exciting.
Flip from Clear Love, not converting into anything.
We're about to see core flips come online for Garbanzo and that one guy as well. No evades or core flips, or at least not very many at all for the side of Ole Miss. But they are managing to grab barriers, and suddenly Acorn is the one that is a little low on the stagger, but that natural region will bring them right back up to where they were. Garbanzo prevents the own barrier. Bless your goalies tonight. Thank your goalies, everybody. That's what they're for.
2v1 for Stockton. Can they convert it into a barrier? The flip? Oh, it just misses the angle he needed.
Pressure. Good strike war of all those blobs from Garbanzo. Acorn
Great dash
back on the
Acorn.
prowl. That was an incredibly interesting combo. So they dashed through the speed gate there and managed to essentially run with the core up the field. Oh my gosh, the red core.
Yeah.
Yachty will secure that. First set going yet again to Ole Miss.
Yeah, it's such a close matchup here, but Ole Miss just always coming out on top with a slight edge.
I am expecting that to change here pretty soon. Maybe not this draft, but I'm eyeing the moment that Zentaro gets a single damage awakening. I think we can expect Acorn to be putting out some serious KOs that are going to really put Ole Miss in a hurting position, more than they already have.
Completely agree with you, Cloak Oak. This was not a great draft for Zentaro, missing about every good damage awakening he could get, opting with a specialized training to sort of fall back for him.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much I agree with that draft pick, but I will say I've been caught off guard by the spec training before. It can really do some damage. Yachty and Clearlove grabbing a swift first 2 barriers. The damage of Zentaro special is not going to matter if Ole Miss keeps up the offensive pressure that they have. Clearlove doing a wonderful job of holding into the corner, but Acorn and that one guy will manage to clear it out. Suddenly it's them who are in a 2v1. Alonzo forced to use the Tofu Fortress, but the delay! The fact that Juno Slimes can hold the core for a little bit and then, you know, do a bit of a hesitation makes it so hard sometimes. Because I mean, there's that chunk of time where you have no clue what, in this case, Yachty, very formidable Juno player, is going to do with the core there.
Yeah,
we are seeing
already getting 2 barriers.
Yeah, power play and both of their forwards are missing half their health bars right now.
Nope.
And Acorn continuing to do the Zentaro classic. Doesn't even need to grab the KO there. Finds a clean angle.
Yeah, looks like Stockton is still in the game.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. And we also saw even sparks fall to both sides. With leadership still on the table. That is, without a doubt, a big swing in the tempo of this game as soon as it shows up.
Certainly. Even with the nerfs, it still feels like a very strong awakening.
Garbanzo and Alonzo both have their core flips. Probably want to save them for overtime when the core starts really whizzing around. But until then, Clearlove nearly avoiding death right there to Garbanzo's path splitter. Alonzo catches the free clear, and Yachty sends it back up around to Clearlove, who will grab the first barrier for Ole Miss. Stockton now looking to make a good 2v1 play right here, but Acorn unable to get into the action in time will prevent them from being able to grab it. Garbanzo forced to use the flip down to that one guy, unable to grab the barrier though. Acorn still with the core flip, passes down to that one guy, but an unfortunate miss.
So hard to hit that there.
The core flip passes are, they take some getting used to be sure. Garbanzo, I don't know. Oh my gosh, Yachty, what awakenings do you have? Monumentalist. That would be Monumentalist Juno, everybody.
20% goes a long way.
That's disgusting. No, I was just about to comment on Garbanzo's goalie play right there. They had to send it down into the pocket over and over and over again because they've recognized that Yachty will simply just jump and grab the out clear if they don't do that, like we just saw right there. Yachty's been very good at grabbing those cheeky little jumps. But Garbanzo and Stockton in general appear to be adapting to the game plan of Ole Miss here.
Certainly, and I love the team player start. Just letting these cores go so fast right off the bat without overtime is just my favorite part of Omega Strikers.
It's very fun to watch the core whiz around, isn't it?
It is indeed.
And it's only 15 seconds before we get to see yet another, unless one of the teams picks it up and is able to score in between now and then. Core flips traded between Yachty and Garbanzo.
Passing out to Acorn, knowing he's gonna get the speed gate. Just missing the
Zentaro. Yeah. Core flips are about to come online here, though, for the side of Stockton.
Taylor barely staying alive. Gets the orb. Is orb percentage based? That was a huge heal.
I believe it is percentage based, yeah.
That makes sense. I don't think I've read that before.
I don't know what the percentage is, but yeah, that was a lot of stagger that we just saw get healed. We do have double core flip online. Almost gets the kill on Yachty with it.
Dude,
there's the other core flip. The hesitation from that one guy is able to secure the final barrier. We are in overtime with team player start, 2 Junos, and 2 open goals. It's about as chaotic as you can get in Omega Strikers.
Oh, there's entire ult. Everybody's top. Oh my
god.
Fast forward. Nothing Alonzo can do there.
Who needs core flip when you have left click?
Real?
Oh my gosh. And they've tied it again, 2-2.
Oh,
These teams
same
are still
series.
neck and neck with one another.
I'd just like to point out, Garbanzo has Demolitionist for the second time this series. Do you think that's a counter pick, or does he just like the sides that much on the Asher goalie?
That's a good question. So I do think that maybe the logic behind it was counter pick and size is good, but I don't think Clearlove was ever interested in the size. Getting that additional spark is huge, especially when you're playing against Acorn, who, as we've seen, being level 9 on the field, has been quite the brawler, putting up absolutely disgusting amounts of damage on that Zentaro. So I don't think Clearlove was ever interested in the size. So if it was intended to be a denial pick, I don't know that it got its intended effect. But nevertheless, just like you said, it's good on Asher goalie. Can't go wrong with it.
Sure, it's got value. And Demolitionist, I believe, counts, whether you destroy or assist a barrier. So if he passes to his teammate and they score, it's value. Especially with team player.
Yeah, well, and Asher getting cooldowns back is huge.
Yes,
I mean,
certainly.
Asher primary is just the worst thing that you could possibly have in your face as a forward trying to score.
Yeah.
Acorn!
Oh, the goal from Acorn.
Well-timed strike will secure the second set that Stockton has managed to grab in this series.
Garbanzo getting the first pick in this draft. Let's see what comes up. Okay, no sparks.
All sorts of good stuff on the table here. Immediately, I'm eyeing Rapid Fire, although Garbanzo is opting for Quick Strike instead, interestingly enough.
Wanting to win those fast duels against the Juno Slimes. I can come
Zentaro gets Biss here with explosive entrance, though.
Yep, literally him in the picture. Gotta be his best awakening.
Dash Awakenings in general are a huge enabler for Zentaro, right? And then if you're going to have a Dash Awakening, you might as well have the one that lets you do your job better, right?
Oh yeah, the impact. Very useful. That has impact, to say the least. Oh, over the Juno trade. Almost coming out on top with the pressure early.
Oh, and Alonso, I forgot Alonso had missile prop. I was wondering why that log went so far.
Yeah. True.
Very goofy stuff.
Oh, both barriers
small. Yeah. Acorn doesn't even need the passive to grab it. Alonso waits just a little too long to try to save that ball. As open goal for the side of Stockton. Now open goal for the side of Old Miss. Double open goals. The core everywhere once again. What were you going to say?
Certainly. Every point going to overtime, but both barriers already open with 16 seconds left. They might be able to score before overtime for, I believe, is one of the first couple times this set.
Yeah, certainly. Especially with both that one guy and Acorn being on offense right here. Getting around Clearlove and even getting the core flip out.
But Yachty! The slug is perfect. What a pass.
Clearlove is not falling into the trap of Asher forward. When I play Asher forward, it's my way or the highway. I'm grabbing the core and I'm running with it. Ooh, fantastic dash strike from Acorn. Clearlove, though, not afraid to take advantage of Yachty, who is a very, very qualified teammate from what we've seen tonight.
Certainly. The Dubu pushing him away.
Yeah, Alonso hoping for a kill right there, but unable to find it.
Yachty
instead,
has flip.
Oh, Yachty gets the flip. That is the second missed core flip pass we've seen this game.
It is. They gotta call it their teammates early. They're like, I'm looking for a pass, be ready. Well, no.
Sometimes even in these games where I'm sure that they're all, you know, in the same voice chats or maybe even playing in the same esports room right now, we get to see the pass pings come out.
Yep.
Because I guess people just don't have time to say the word pass out loud. It appears that these teams are just opting for the traditional method, though.
Used to it from other ranked games. I respect it.
Clearlove with some fantastic pocket play right here, keeping core online. That is an overtime Juno slime, if I've ever seen one. Good, well-timed core flip from Garbanzo will prevent the final barrier of Stockton's from going down. Fantastic Juno jump there from that one guy as well, managing to keep the core on the side of Ole Miss. The Zentaro ult catches it. They managed to strike war, and Stockton is not letting up on this offense. Every time it gets cleared, immediately it is right back where they had it. Attempted read there from that one guy, but Alonso never had his eyes on that area.
What a play from that one guy. He is hard holding this top. I'm not sure if you're seeing this, Coco, but he's giving up the bottom space over and over again, letting Alonso clear it, trusting his teammate in the back, Garbanzo, to get it back up to him, and eventually scoring through the top as he wanted the entire time.
Yeah, well, and in addition to that, I mean, theoretically, your Juno jump can cover that top clear, right? That's a sneaky little hold. We've seen Yachty take advantage of it 20 times. I'd love to see that one guy do a little bit more of that. We'll see if they whip that out this next point.
Alonso opting to keep it bottom instead of going around top. He does get it out. They live on the Asher, of course, helping with the cram.
We're once again seeing barriers go down for Stockton, but they're not afraid, at least for the next 20 seconds. As long as both goals are open in the next 10 seconds here, they still have a fighting chance.
Certainly.
Acorn, though, getting staggered in a dangerous position, but it won't be long before they're back up online and suddenly they're unstaggered again.
Yeah, healing up super fast with the siphoning one and specialized shredding, but it doesn't matter. They get a score here from Ole Miss.
At the toll of the bell right there as well. 0-0 on the time.
Saying they don't need OT. They got it in the normal game.
Energy advantage coming out here for Stockton, though, is going to give them a chance to turn this set around and overcome the point advantage that Ole Miss currently has. All three of them have core flip right now. Looking to press up and hopefully use it.
Acorn gets
Beautiful
his.
example.
Can you get it to that one guy to get the second barrier?
Yeah,
Getting
hopefully
crammed up by
looking to
Asher.
pass it down here. That one got... Oh, what a combo! It's a shame that that didn't play out. And it's also a shame that Garbanzo already has core flip, because that would have given a ton of energy right there off that extra ult.
Yeah, certainly. Clearly going with the flip. Garbanzo countering perfectly. Can they get it out of here?
That timeless Dubu wall stayed up for so long,
They really did.
allowing them to grab Stockton's second barrier there. Yachty looking worse for wear. Still holding the pressure, though. Not afraid to stay in the midfield and support Clear Love, who with a well-timed strike will secure set 3 for Ole Miss.
Certainly. Clear Love coming online here with these angles. Giving them the lead. 3-1. A very clean set. A lot of those points didn't even go to overtime. Ooh, and we see it. Spark of leadership. Clear
And
Love's
he's
gonna
going
get
to
it
go
in
over to
3.
Clear Love here.
Yeah, that's going to be tough for Stockton to come back from.
Yeah, especially with Clear Love having it's a spark of Rezil start, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I mean, we were saying that Acorn is theoretically the win condition here for Stockton, being able to brawl, but having that much more stagger to chew through is going to be rough. And I don't know that Prize Fighter is going to be the nail in the coffin that enables that. Yachty opting for another Creation Awakening. Those Juno blobs, I don't even know that they need it. They're already hitting the speed limit of the core. But that's fine. We'll make them go faster. We'll make them hit harder.
Yeah, and last longer. Siege Machine's a very well-rounded one for Juno. I like it.
Yeah, what kind of... I just now realized that one guy has opted for more of just general map presence with Juno, which I actually think is a pretty good move, because in overtime, the Juno blobs are red coring anyways, right? And we're making it to overtime pretty frequently. Unfortunate Zentaro bug there, as all of the slimes will grab the second barrier for Ole Miss. Yachty has been placing those Juno ults in just the most atrocious of positions. Acorn gets his core flip. Speak of the devil, Yachty just denying that core flip from Acorn.
Yep. I think that one guy's ult blocked it, and there you go. The eventual score from Ole Miss.
It's the SOU logo!
You can't avoid him. You just can't.
SLU Esports being represented on the field. Shout out to SLU. We love Zorro and Coin trademark. Fantastic lads.
the goats.
The core is already going fast. Yeah, unfortunate whiff there from Garbanzo. And Yachty is about to have their core flip online. There it is. Almost gets a barrier for it, but Garbanzo is able to clear it. Clear love!
Another missed core flip from Stockton. It's falling apart for these guys. There you go. 2-0 score.
We're on match point here. We're on series point here for Ole Miss.
So soon. See how long Stockton can hold out.
I'm hoping it's right now. Stockton Esports are asking, "Do you believe in miracles?" They've been outscaled here. Ole Miss has been playing incredibly well, but I'm holding out. I'm holding out here that Stockton still has a chance to pull through. They're putting up the offense right now. The Juno blobs from that one guy have the chance to give them the map control that they need to secure the win here. Unfortunate whiffed dash.
Another
whiffed
for Stockton.
The mental is crumbling. Clear love back on the prowl. That one guy manages to snatch it away with some swift Juno blobs, but Yachty, Old Faithful, will end the series.
No better way to close it out.
Fantastic set of games.
Was indeed. Stockton held their own. They got one set, or one set on each.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, let's take a look at this stat line. Jumper, tell me your thoughts.
Let's see. Yachty with 8 goals. I am not surprised. He had so much impact in that game, even getting 2 assists for when Clear Love was able to score. 37,000 damage from the Juno. Wow, that ticks up over time like crazy. I would expect Clear Love to get more there. Then coming out from Stockton, Acorn getting the most damage in the game, bar none. Getting his redirects, getting his orbs. He did his best to play both a bit of a midfield Zentaro and the scoring Zentaro, hoping that that one guy can sort of fall into the role that he needs to play and flex where he needs to go, but it just didn't work out for Stockton the way they needed it to.
Yeah, a little unfortunate. I think that comes down to just outscaling. It was Juno v Juno, right? Mm-hmm. And Yachty was the one who was getting all the best awakenings from their fantastic success in the goal box. Might as well have been a Juno scorer as well. We were talking about that one guy sort of playing Juno scorer. But talk about a Juno scorer. Yachty. Holy crap.
Hard to beat him. You can ban his era, but he's got the Juno to go back on.
Yeah, that was a pleasure to watch. Both teams putting up a really good showing tonight. About as good as we can ask for. Multiple tied sets. I'm a little disappointed that we didn't go to a game 3, but congrats to Ole Miss for pulling it out tonight.
Yeah, congratulations to Ole Miss indeed.
Any closing thoughts here before we presumably take a little break and move out to our next match of the night?
Yeah, if I may.
Keep going. We're being told to keep going.
I got you. Shout out to Ole Miss for coming to the Wake Forest LAN this weekend. #blood, #ad. Yep. So we got a little package here, a little unboxing. Try not to leak the address. Shout out Surplus for getting these stickers over the Wake Forest Esports house. Let's see if I can open this. CCL sponsored merch is going to be present at the Wake Forest LAN this weekend. So if you're going, make sure to stop by the Wake Forest Esports booth. Someone will be there. Maybe me, maybe Surplus, maybe someone else. Let's take a look at this. Might need to grab scissors. It looks like great merch from what I've seen ahead of time. Got a little sneak peek here on stream for you. Do you have access to the
in
LAN
the box?
Yeah.
What's in the box?
Here we go. Another box?
Another box! What'd you
oh
get
my
me
goodness,
for
it's another
Christmas?
box.
A cardboard box!
What's up, stream? What's up, stream? I'm on, but I want to react here. I want to see what it looks like as well. Ooh, how big is that box?
It was big. There's 2 boxes inside.
Okay,
First
good.
up, the mule sauce.
Shout out Yachty. Yachty drank an entire bottle of hot sauce after the Surplus Texas Invitational. And maybe you could do the same thing, Yachty. Maybe you could do the same thing with the mule sauce. It's a sweet heat. It's really good. Because I ordered over a certain amount of stuff, I was like, you know what? Wake Forest, they get some sauce for free on me.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully you don't have IBS.
Pickle peppers.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
You have
With enough
strong
hot
intestines.
sauce. With enough hot sauce, you know.
Facts. Do you know if the stickers are in a different box? I don't see them.
They might be in a baggie. Because whenever I got like the sticker sheets, I always got them in like a bag. And then you got the hot sauce in an actual box. So.
Okay, let me go check the living room because there are a bunch of packages there. Real quick, we do have Wake Forest Esports stickers for the LAN too. So
yeah.
PCL.
Look at that.
Yeah. Okay. I will be back in 2 seconds. Hopefully they're here.
Heck yeah. Here, I'm also going to invade Jumper's screen here and show y'all some other stuff as well. Of course, if you want to just, if you're poor and all that, that's cool. We've got small little CCL stickers right here, as well as a whole bunch of Striker Central buttons. Got these on a sale here. Look at these. Look at these beautiful buttons. Oh yeah. Look at that. So yeah, you'll be able to grab those if you're coming out this weekend. And on top of that, we will be selling stickers here. GMU and SLU folks, they will get these for free because these are from the Phoenix LAN. But it's basically what it looks like, you know, except for the GCU logos. You have the big Wake Forest logo there. It looks very cool. Those will cost money. And then we will have the Striker Central emoji stickers here. Every Striker Central artist chipped in and made a little emote. So you got, of course, Show Me Them Paws, Julia GG by Dragon Claude. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You got, I see you there, Cloak. I see you. The Rune Salute by Oddball Big Ba. Wee Wee by Wee Wee, of course. And then Drakar Pog by Wumper Nugget. So it's going to be a fun time, a fun LAN. You guys are going to love what you guys see. And we got Jumper back here. Jumper, take it from here. Let's see what these look like.
These look great.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, wow. Those look amazing.
They do. You got Wake Forest Esports. You got the Cougs. You got
UTD, I believe. UTD
Yeah,
Asher.
UTD.
UTD Asher.
Represent.
Yeah,
Represent.
Boo.
Whoosh, baby. Let's go, Comets.
Is that... What is the Rasmus one?
No, that is Lakeland. That is
Lakeland
Lakeland Catfish Rasmus there. Drawn by Cordial Crow.
Nice.
Claude did the Slew Atlas, the Slewless.
Nice. And UCLAX.
Where's the OME era? Clear Love. I thought that y'all were commissioning that from Big Ba. Oh well. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna get off of here. You guys will see me in the next one though. Guys, send it off whenever you want.
Okay.
Yeah, certainly. Jumper, anything else that you want to say? Anything that you want to plug before we hop off?
Just to LAN, tune in. It'll probably be twitch.tv/WFU Esports is my guess. Maybe we have the OS on Striker Central if they're down to let us do that. We'll see. Yeah, it'll be great.
Nice. When is that happening, by the way?
This weekend, all day Saturday and like the first half of the day Sunday.
Nice. Very exciting. Very exciting.
Very hyped indeed. Drop a link in the chat. I don't know if I'm gonna get banned for dropping a link. All right, there we go. That's the sketchy one.
And as always, I have nothing to plug. I'm very boring. Good luck finding me on any of the social medias.
Nice.
So I'll just say, see ya in the queues.
Hell yeah.